oh my God, we're going to war. Russia has attacked Poland. Article 5 of NATO treaty is going to be enacted. And I'm going back with all you motherfuckers to go fight the commies. I mean, the Russians. Or so the media would like to have you believe. I'm kind of on the fence on this one. I'm not going to lie. If you guys are following the news, the Russians launched some drones into Poland and fucked up some houses. The Russians are like, we did not send those drones into Poland. They were part of an attack. Our drones can't go that far. And the Belarusians are like, we don't know. Drones went off track. We don't know. But we all know they sent them in there. Like, obviously, the Ruskies are playing dirty. They're playing dirty. But what does that mean for us as Canadians? Our boy Mark said we stand with Poland. As a founding member of NATO, we stand with Poland. Cool. Yeah, I stand with Poland too. I like Polish people, man. One cool thing I didn't know, but just looking into this a little bit, there's like a little sliver on the Baltic that's Russia, but it's not connected to like mainland Russia. I guess that's like World War II legacy shit where they have their Baltic fleet. I had no idea. So, like, I don't know, did they send them over from there? Apparently a bunch of NATO planes, the Dutch, the Poles, they sent up, like they scrambled the fighter jets, right? They're like, all right, boys, here we go. World War III is on. Let's fuck some shit up. And it was a few drones, 19, I think. But what was it that, was it Commander Zhukov? What was the commander's name in Call of Duty back in the day on like Xbox 360? Like the first casualty of war is truth. I can't remember the exact quote. Obviously, the Russians are going to go, that wasn't on purpose. We can't send from Russia to, and the Belarusians are like, it was a mistake. But here's the thing. I think Russia's just trying to rattle the saber because it seems like this is coming to an end. Have you noticed in the news that they're talking about sending Canadian peacekeepers to Ukraine? Well, why would you be talking about that if you weren't expecting the war to be coming to an end? I think it's a retarded idea, but they're talking about it. We're talking about it. I think this war is coming to an end. I think everybody's kind of in the, like, that's in the nose. Like, guys, like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, this is coming to an end. The deals have been set already with BlackRock. The country's been sold and bought. We're good. Let's wrap this up. The Russians are going to keep a little bit. The Americans are going to have a big piece of the pie. We're going to get it all like divvied up. Thank you, Ukraine, for all your resources and rare earth metals and your food. We got it from here. I think this is all this is. And the Russians are trying to get one more chip on the table before they go to the negotiating table. I think that's what's going on here. What is it that Sun Tzu said? He's like something about like when fighting a war in Asia and you're not doing so well, go fuck up the Polish. It was something like that. I think that was Sun Tzu, right? Like, just go fucking beat on some Poles. I think that's what he said. But are we going to war? I don't know. They initiate Article 4, which sounds serious. Basically means like all hands on deck NATO. If you're in the CAF and you're struggling just to make ends meet, and even though you got a pay bump, does this mean that there's going to be a higher op tempo, more so than what you can already handle now with Latvia basically breaking us? I think we got guys in Poland, but granted, it's not like the Americans that have like 10,000 troops in Poland. If we have a few hundred, that's probably as much as we can muster. I mean, like when Carney says we stand with Poland, okay, first of all, do we have to change the flags in our bios now? Or can we keep the Ukraine and Polish flags together? I just need to know for my own mental health. Do I keep both, or do I take one out and now switch to the other? I need to know which flag is good to go. I just need to know. And then secondly, what would be our contribution to support with Poland? Are we sending over the handful of Leopard tanks to Poland? Are we sending over our oh my God hay fever season? This Polish conversation is getting me all sneezy. Does it mean that we send over our CF-18s that are 40 years old? What does it mean? We send over 100 troops, 1,000. What are we doing? I really want to know what the plan is. And if so, if we are like, all right, like Ukraine wasn't enough, like let's put the pedal to the metal, let's get on our war footing, which is what they've been saying for the last little while. Does that mean that I can expect a call to help train the Canadian Armed Forces troops that are going to have to deploy to World War III? That's what I want to know. And if so, how much money can I make from that contract so that I can treat my family to steaks from Costco? That's basically where I'm at right now in my allegiance to the country. I want to know if me helping the country some more can just buy me some steaks, because they are so fucking expensive right now. I got to eat bullshit ground beef now, man. I can't even eat a steak anymore. That's how bad it is. It's rough over here, man. It's rough. So that being said, I think we're safe. I don't think there's going to be any more in terms of scary World War III type rhetoric. I think we're coming to an end on this. I think this is Russia's last push to be like, okay, we make peace. And these drone strikes are just part of the negotiating tactics of the wily Russians. Those slippery, slimy commies that I grew up with in the 80s. Never take your eye off. All right. If you enjoyed any of this and you stuck around to the end, turn that subscribe button into pink mist and bone chips, and make sure to hit the like button as well. Leave me a friendly comment or not. I'll still respond to it. See you on the next one. Peace.